With Ward at second now. Another bounced break.
So hopefully
Seattle was playing well again.
So many ebbs and flows in a long season for some of these teams. Look, the Red Sox all of a sudden have made a surge. They've won 10 of their last 12. They beat Tampa Bay tonight 5-4, rather 4-3.
Especially with this offense. Like you said before, the way this offense is going, it was
like they were on their way down when the
never,
Angels took care of them here at Angel Stadium. Have found their way right back up.
Starting to score some runs now.
Alex Bregman is working his way back.
Took a good 2-week stretch, 10 out of 12, and that puts you right back in it. The Angels would have the same thing if they rattle off a stretch like that. They are 45 and 47 right now. Entered the day 3 games behind both Boston and Seattle for the third wild card spot. 2-bouncer to Lamont Wade at first. The Angels won 10 out of 12. They would be finding themselves right back in that race as well.
Just got to be consistent.
The wild card standings, the Red Sox ahead of the Mariners at the moment.
So that cutter, it looks inviting, but there's that sharp break in off the plate.
Balls, 2 strikes on Soler. Still just 6 hits in his last 32 at bats, though a couple of home runs. Big fly last night that gave the Angels the lead in the 8th inning. Full count now on Soler. Ray Montgomery talking about it after the game, how much Trout and Soler can really change this lineup by providing that kind of power consistently from what we saw yesterday.
And constant threat by both of them. This might get that cutter in.
Did fouled it off.
So if you're seeing power from both Trout and Soler, then all of a sudden you got a lot more to think about on the mound as a pitcher. You know, you got a lot of other contact hitters in there. Neto and Shonewell when he's in the lineup. You get that power threat, all of a sudden you can have big innings against you.
Just missed the outside corner. Soler works a leadoff walk. So now 4 of the first 5 Angels have reached base safely here against Patrick Corbin. Yohan Moncada will be the batter now. Corbin, even with the down seasons in Washington, has been extremely durable. That's how he's racked up so many defeats. Lost 19 games in 2022. Out in front there, no balls, 1 strike.
First time he's ever faced Corbin in his career.
Corbin among the major league leaders in starts dating back to 2021.
He's hit a lot from that right side down in his rehab assignment, so you wonder, and he wasn't for a while from the right side. Awkward first swing for Moncada. He's been really solid swinging the bat from the left side and been great defensively at third base.
Right side is his natural side. 1 ball, 1 strike on Moncada here. You know, an awkward swing here. Doesn't look too comfortable swinging from the right side, certainly.
That's why I brought that up, just the way he's attacking the baseball.
Strikes. Those numbers for Corbin since 2021. He leads the majors in hits allowed, runs allowed, and home runs allowed since then, all by wide margins. Rough go for him in the last number of years with the Nationals after helping them win a World Series in 2019. Hata out in front, goes down on strikes. It's so rather uncomfortably here as Corbin gets his first strikeout.
He's going to work counts. You end up seeing 5 pitches in that bat, but all 3 of those swings were not all that comfortable. You'll see a comfortable swing here from O'Hoppe. See if he can get a hold of one here.
Good for the Angels to get O'Hoppe back going at the plate. 0-1. We've seen Travis d'Arnaud pick up the slack from the catching position offensively. d'Arnaud has a couple of home runs in this series, but O'Hoppe's still a big part of the future here. And it's the guy the Angels need to feel comfortable. This ball sharply out to the gap in left center field. Langford won't get there. It's a base hit. Soler will make his way to third base, so Logan O'Hoppe has a base hit. The Angels runners on the corners with 1 out.
Not a bad pitch for Corbin towards the end of the bat, but strong enough for O'Hoppe to get that to left center field. It's good to see him have that coverage for the outer half because he's seen a lot of those pitches of late, whether it's fastballs or breaking balls.
Now Luis Rengifo will be the batter. Fourth hit already against Corbin. We'll see if the Angels can break through in the run column now. Soler at third base and O'Hoppe at first. The right-handed batter against Patrick Corbin in this lineup. And Rengifo loops one right to the third baseman Smith for the second out.
He's aggressive on that one, and he threw that cutter off the plate. That's the thing against his cutter. You're aggressive against that, especially the first pitch. It's not going to be a strike. You see it and read it. On the inner half, you think he had a chance to get the barrel out, but it's difficult to do so against Corbin when he gets you overly aggressive first pitch.
Brings up the only true lefty in the Angel lineup now, Lamont Wade, the number 9 batter, playing first base tonight with Shonowell not in the lineup, dealing with some calf tightness tonight. No strikes on Wade.
Ideally, you like to score here with all this traffic against him the first couple of innings.
5 of the first 7 batters making their way on base here. But no runs yet against Patrick Corbin. An unusual feat without that many base runners this early and not get tagged on the scoreboard yet. Soler led off the inning with a walk. O'Hoppe had a 1-out hit. Now with 2 outs. Lamont Wade trying to come through. 2 balls, no strikes. Is in there. The cutter gets over from Corbin.
He expected that cutter when he's reading that spin on. He thought it was going to go towards the outside part of the plate. Got a little bit more in the middle. He's got some room too, and if it's outside part of the plate, hit that ball through that hole at the shortstop position.
One touches the outside corner at the top of the zone. So Corbin gets back in the count here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Changeup. Good pitch for Klonowitz against Seager, knowing he's going to throw that first one in a spot where Seager's going to probably take a hack. Ball 1 strike here on Seager.
Trying to stay down, trying to stay away.
The Yankees did come all the way back to win that game against Seattle. Maybe there was a play at the plate. Looked like Anthony Volpe beat the throw from Julio Rodriguez to win it. Certainly the Mariners will challenge. Let's see what happens there. 3 balls, 1 strike on Seager. Safe. Well, that's that. Yankees win.
Yes. The Mariners lose, more important.
The Red Sox in the 3rd wild card now. Seattle drops out as Seager draws a walk. Leadoff man on for the Ranger. Go back in time with your Halos during this throwback week here at the Big A. Tomorrow, the first 25,000 fans in attendance receive a reversible throwback bucket hat courtesy of Yakult Probiotic Drink. Visit angels.com/promotions for more info. Simeon, who singled and scored in the first inning, taking ball 1.
One thing for Klonowitz here, you just want to be a quick, efficient inning here, put up a 0. The offense has had some chances. You know they're going to come through at some point, but you got to keep it close here.
Angels with 5 men reaching base safely out of the first 7 hitters, none scoring. Hit for Simeon. So here we go again, where the Rangers put some pressure on at the top of their order. A leadoff walk and a base hit.
Simeon now with 2 hits in the game. That was another pitch that was upstairs. Brought his hands in again, very similar to that first at bat.
Simeon batting .312 over his last 36 games.
Now 6 for 12 in his career versus Clemens.
It still has a long way to go on that contract he signed with the Rangers. It was a 7-year deal worth $175 million. Same offseason they signed Seager for 10 years and $300 million. How active the Rangers are going to be at the trade deadline. This is one of their more interesting trade candidates at the plate here, Adolis Garcia. Now to the third. Moncada will step on the bag, fire it across. Wade could not hold the base. So Garcia reaches on a fielder's choice. Moncada gets to live in Wade. There's Sean Wilson there if he's able to stay on the bag just with the extra few inches in height. Here's Jonah Heim, an RBI single his first time. Comes to the plate, 4-0 Texas.
Another pitch was up and up.
When it's gone, so the Angels can respond again. Barry Enright's on the mound, and we'll drive with Hyundai.
Enjoy the new car.
Thank you.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Now been 48 runs scored in this series between the Angels and the Rangers, which is quite a bit, but nowhere near the record. Mentioned those old AL West slugfests. Well, how about in 2012 in a summer series, the Angels and Rangers combined for 76 runs over 4 games.
You were a pitcher, your arm was a little bit sore, and your legs were from backing up bases.
Scores were 15-8, 6-2, 11-10, and 15-9. Each team winning 2. Shot foul from Berger.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good right now because I'm looking out on the field, and behind me is Gary Pettis. I would feel good about anything hitting the air. He could freaking